Welcome, travelers, to our nightly time together, our journaling and meditation. I'm Kristen. This channel is in the good, and I'm happy that you're here whenever you're watching it. Tonight is a new moon. It's a new moon in Gemini, and the moon is dark. And I think sometimes we need to go into that internal place within ourselves that feels where there's the darkness of the unknown, where we can really be in the mystery of what's to come next, as opposed to trying to figure it out in our mind. And so it's interesting that it's a new moon and it's a time to set new intentions and look forward to what we want to create. And yet there's this moment of the unknown, of darkness. And it reminds me of this time of year of the winter and things that are, you know, things that are falling off, the leaves are falling off. I mean, it's the autumn, we're going into the winter, but it's that time of year where there's a shedding and there's a letting go and there's death. There's this process of what no longer works, what time, what things, what time has passed, what things, and their time has come to an end, is what I'm trying to say. And those can be difficult to come to grips with and to accept. And so within the darkness, there is a safe cocoon to really express yourself and feel your feelings. I mean, express yourself to yourself because we can't express ourselves to anyone else unless we can express ourselves and express our truth and allow ourselves to get clear on what is it that we understand reality to be and how do we want to create that reality. So there can be this mystery, this mystery in the moonlight, this beauty to this dark space, to this internal space. So let's do some journaling around it. So let's start off with a little bit of a meditation and just feel your weight. Feel that you have a body and your body has weight to it. And know that the chair is holding you, the couch is holding you, the bed is holding you, the ground, the earth is receiving you. It's receiving perhaps the weight of the body can symbolize very much the weight of what you're holding on to that is ready to die, that is ready to fall off like leaves falling off of the tree. Knowing that this is the natural process of life, these are the cycles. The trees always bloom again. That's the most important thing. There's always a new life, and it comes up more refreshed. Perhaps it comes up more in alignment with who you really are now. Perhaps it's time to accept the truth of who you are right now in this moment, not who you were, and not worrying about who you want to be, accepting that you are in the process right now. You are right now. So let's just arrive into our bodies in this moment. Let your belly soften. Let your shoulders fall, even if it's just one little tiny percent. Let them fall. Your body is a place where memory lives, where stress gathers, and where tenderness waits. And beneath all of that, there is movement. It's quiet and alive and ancient. So drop one word into the chat. Let me know how your body feels right now. Not the story, not the meaning, just the sensation. And a deep breath in and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. The next one we'll hold at the top. And a big exhale. Notice the breath as it comes, raw, sincere, unpolished. It just is your breath. And inhale through the ribs. Let them widen like wings, and exhale. And everything drops just a little bit closer to the earth. The earth can hold and receive you, receive your emotions, receive your truth, receive everything that's ready to let go of, all the burdens that you can no longer handle, that you no longer can or want to. The earth is strong enough to receive. Move awareness into your throat, softening the throat, leaning into the idea that you can soften gently into your truth. It's not about trying to be heard, trying to express yourself. It's getting to the place of letting it flow naturally, getting into the soft strength of self-expression through your voice, allowing the color blue to flood your throat chakra, loosening up all those places in the throat chakra that hesitate, and filling it with trust. Moving to your chest, your heart space, the color green flooding your heart space, allowing the heart to feel warm, loved by you, resourced, expanding in the process of ever expanding. And that the contracting of the heart is part of the expansion process, perhaps as you have feelings and emotions that come up around things that are passing. Allow whatever is leaving your life to just pass by like a boat leaving the shore at dusk, floating off away and away until you can't see it anymore, gently. Bringing attention and awareness to your belly. Letting the belly just be. The pelvis, maybe rock it, wiggle it. So much stress and tension and emotion gets trapped in our pelvis. Feeling the pelvis drop as though there are roots of a tree coming out of your pelvis, falling down and connecting and interweaving with the roots of the earth, softening your thighs. Noticing your feet, wiggling your toes. You are arriving. You are here. Tonight, the body is a black sky. And awareness is the moon rising inside it. Mary Oliver wrote, "You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Let the body be instinct. Let it know before thought. Begin the practice of trusting the wisdom of your body and listening to your body and letting that inform how you feel as you move through life, relationships, situations, events, choice making. Feel your jaw, letting it loosen, soften, release. You can place your hand on your heart or your sternum and say out loud or to yourself or simply listen, take in. I am willing to soften without disappearing. I am willing to soften without disappearing. My body can speak and I can listen. My body can speak and I can listen. There is a faint doorway inside the breath. The doorway between reaction and awareness, between history and possibility. Step towards more awareness. Step towards possibility. Enter the doorway and inhale and exhale. Inhale, arriving, and exhale, unburdening. If a sensation arises, let it rise. It still remains. Honor it. Don't resist it. Surrender to it. Let it be. The body opens by season, not force. Be in the season where you are now. Be present with who you are and how you feel now. Perhaps lowering your guard by 1% or a quarter of the size of your pinky toe. And when you're ready, you can begin to move the body a little bit more. Find your way to your journal and your pen. Let the writing be unedited. We'll move into 20 minutes of journaling, automatic writing, channeling, whatever feels natural to you. And you can have a prompt if you'd like around what is softening in me, even slightly, that's allowing for more change. You could also do a prompt around what is behind the darkness and the unknown and the mystery that is coming forward. You can simply just write whatever's coming to you. This is your practice, and these are just prompts and guides. But ultimately, you're always guiding yourself first and foremost, as you are your own first healer. So, put the music on and we'll go for 20 minutes. Have a wonderful journey, and I'll see you in 20. I'll give you a 5-minute warning. 5 minutes, guys. And quietly and calmly begin to put down your last words, your last sentences. And we can complete our time, and you can come back to this practice anytime you want. We practice together, but this is something that you bring into your life whenever you need it, even if it's grabbing a paper and pen for 5 minutes in the middle of a work day, and in the midst of scribbling down a to-do list, you also write down a couple of sentences about how you're feeling, or a few sentences about an idea that you have for something you want to create or do differently, or how you want to move within a certain relationship. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards today in this session. What do you feel? You know, I kid you not, this one came up a couple days ago when I did the Nightfall Reset journaling and meditation. This exact one came up, and it's interesting. This happens to me all the time with the oracles, where it's like the same message is coming through over and over again. I feel like this is the earth here. Thought it was the moon, but there's blue and green. You see that? I feel it's the earth. And it's like you're gaining perspective, like stepping away for a moment, right? Kind of going into the void. There's a little bit of a void, a dark, mysterious place, right, that we're talking about. As you begin to, I feel like, unravel yourself from the grind, you know, wearing this button down collar shirt and this tie, and it's like totally becoming undone, like there's a sensuality, there's an untetheredness, kind of weighing the options, looking at your life whether it just not just your personal life, but also perhaps life in general, the collective life, looking at both, maybe looking at them both, right? Weighing them both, how general life is moving through and how your own personal life is moving through. And are those things in alignment with each other? Is the atmosphere, the life around you, informing the exact personal life that you want, and vice versa? Are you functioning personally in a way that isn't reflected all in the rest of your general life in a way that feels like it's blocking you, or um, it's perhaps sort of like for some of you, it's you do the work you do in the world, and then you go home to what you really love, which could completely be fine, but perhaps there's something more that wants to come in. Let's see if we can get Kitty Cat in the screen. That's his butt. We won't do that. So there's an untetheredness, you know, and a rawness and a nakedness. It's like wanting to completely take off the entire outfit. Like there's this thing you put yourself into or buttoned yourself up into, sort of like a costume. And it's like wanting to just take off the costume. There's also weighing something in your life here because we have apples and oranges, which are completely different, right? They're both fruit. So in many, it's the same, but they are different things. So perhaps you really are coming to a choice point about something in your life that's important to you, and it's like I want something different. Yes, I still want to make money in the world and be successful and be able to sustain myself in a way that is fulfilling for me and provide myself comfort and the things I need, but I want to do it in this completely different kind of way. So yes, I still want to work, but I want that work in the world to taste different. And it almost feels like one of these, this apple in the store, like one of them could float off and leave. So, what if you thought for a moment that maybe what you want to change in your life could possibly just float away quietly, like this, like go gently into the night kind of thing? Doesn't have to be dramatic. I want to say something about the juiciness because we have fruit here. And I think in thinking of earth and nature and trees and flowers and agriculture and what we're growing and what nourishes us and what feeds us, and yet we have this unraveling, untethered, ripping off the costume, wanting to be raw, real, and naked in our truth and getting into our sensuality, which is part of our creativity, part of our flow, part of that feminine energy that wants to sit back and receive as opposed to constantly striving and feeling that, we have to think out every action, which is that more masculine. And like, maybe just like, if we could think for a moment that we could just take a bite of the fruit, just maybe just take a bite out of it and allow ourselves to feel what it's like to enjoy something, to enjoy the juice. And how does that feel? So I want to thank you for being here. Um, I'm going to keep doing these lives every day, or most days, several times a week, until y'all show up. And one day, and one day I'll know that you'll be here. But until then, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. Please give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this. It would mean the world to me. It would help the magic gods of YouTube and the algorithm fairies to bless me and have my creations, these videos, get out there to more people that will also enjoy them. And by all means, I would love it if you would subscribe on this channel. I do these meditation and general journaling sessions. If you want them to be pure journaling and not me doing the meditation with it, please leave a comment and let me know. If you want if you like this combination, let me know. If you would like more just me guiding you through meditations, and hopefully we can have some live discussion when we get a community coming into the lives, let me know. If you want more just oracle cards, let me know. I also my main focus is relational and healing and intimacy, and I have some stuff coming up on YouTube around just discussions and insights and thoughts and truths around somatic experiencing and trauma healing and you know therapeutic coaching around relationships as well. So look for that on the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.